I never imagined that my own sister would ban me from her wedding. Not in a million years. Emma and I have always had our differences, but I thought deep down that our bond was unbreakable. So, when I received a cold, impersonal text that read, "You are not welcome at my wedding. Stay away," my heart shattered into a million pieces. At first, I thought it was some cruel joke. Maybe she was messing with me. But as I read the text over and over, dread settled in my stomach like a stone. I called her immediately, my fingers trembling against the phone screen. She didn't pick up. I called again, straight to voicemail. My mind raced, trying to understand what could have possibly gone wrong. Did I say something to offend her? Had I done something unforgivable without realizing it? And then, just as I was about to text her back, another message popped up. "I know about James. Don't play dumb. You knew he had feelings for you, and you still flaunted yourself around him. You disgust me. Don't ever contact me again." James? Her fiancé. My stomach twisted in knots as my vision blurred with unshed tears. How could she believe something so ridiculous? Yes, James was always friendly toward me, but I never gave it a second thought. I never encouraged anything, never crossed any lines. I loved Emma. I would never betray her like that. I sat frozen, staring at the screen, feeling my whole world shift. How could my sister, my best friend, believe something so awful about me? I tried to replay every interaction I'd ever had with James, searching for any moment that could have been misinterpreted. There were none. I treated him like I would any of Emma's past boyfriends. Polite, but always with a boundary. The more I thought about it, the more furious I became. This wasn't fair. My mind drifted back to our childhood. Emma and I had always been close, even when we fought. We had pinky promised as kids that nothing would ever come between us. And now, she was throwing me away as if our entire history meant nothing. The betrayal burned deep, and for the first time in my life, I felt like I had lost her forever. But I couldn't accept it. I wouldn't accept it. Emma was my sister, and I needed to make her see the truth. If James was lying, I had to expose him. And if Emma truly believed this nonsense, then I needed to hear it from her face to face. With a deep breath, I grabbed my car keys and headed out. My heart pounded in my chest, fear mixing with determination. No matter what it took, I was going to get to the bottom of this. The drive to Emma's apartment felt longer than ever. My hands gripped the steering wheel tightly, my mind a whirlwind of emotions. Anger, hurt, confusion. I had no idea what to expect when I saw her, but I knew I couldn't let this accusation stand. If she had already made up her mind, I needed to make her see reason. When I reached her building, I hesitated for a moment before stepping out. My legs felt heavy as I climbed the stairs, every step weighed down by uncertainty. I knocked firmly on her door, my pulse hammering against my skin. The door cracked open just enough for me to see her face. Her eyes were red, puffy and full of bitterness. "What do you want?" she asked coldly. I swallowed hard. "Emma, please, let me talk to you. Let me explain." "Explain what? That you've been sneaking around with my fiancé behind my back?" Her voice was sharp, each word laced with venom. "I trusted you, and you betrayed me." Her words hit me like a punch to the gut. "Emma, I swear to you I would never do that. I had no idea James had feelings for me. I never encouraged him, never." My voice cracked as desperation seeped through. She let out a bitter laugh, shaking her head. "Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I don't notice the way he looks at you? The way he lights up whenever you walk into a room? He told me everything, and you're still lying to my face." My breath caught in my throat. "James told you." "What, exactly?" Emma's eyes flickered with pain before she looked away. "He admitted he has feelings for you. He said he tried to push them away, but he couldn't. And you let it happen." My heart pounded. "Emma, listen to yourself. If he admitted his feelings, how does that make me guilty? I never even knew." "Stop!" she snapped, stepping back. You always played innocent, but I see the truth now. You wanted him to fall for you, didn't you? You liked the attention, knowing you could take him away from me if you wanted. Tears burned in my eyes. That's not true. You're my sister. I love you. I would never hurt you like that. Please don't do this. But she shook her head, her expression hardening. You already did. Get out. The finality in her voice shattered me. I stood there for a moment, hoping she'd change her mind, hoping she'd let me explain. But the door slammed in my face, cutting me off completely. I stood in silence, my whole body trembling. I had lost her. My sister, my best friend. And the worst part was, I had no idea how to fix it. But I couldn't let this be the end. If James had fed her these lies, I needed to know why. And I needed to stop him before he destroyed everything beyond repair. I stood in silence, my whole body trembling. I had lost her, my sister, my best friend. And the worst part was, I had no idea how to fix it. But I couldn't let this be the end. If James had fed her these lies, I needed to know why. And I needed to stop him before he destroyed everything beyond repair. I met Emma and played her the recording of James's confession. She paled, tears filling her eyes. Oh my God, I was wrong. She broke down, sobbing as the realization of her mistake crashed over her. I pulled her into a tight hug, whispering, It's not too late. But you need to leave him. And she did. The wedding was off. James was out of our lives. And we, as sisters, began to heal.